Craig Conover is dating again. How does Paige DeSorbo feel about this? Well, her feelings have been revealed. Paige ended her 3-year relationship with Craig recently. However, both seem to be open to dating again. Well, Craig is for sure, as he has a new girlfriend that he has been spending a lot of time with. There is a lot to uncover and unfold. Keep reading to find out more about this. Paige DeSorbo and Craig Conover dated for a little over 3 years. However, fans are watching how their relationship dwindled on the new episodes of Southern Charm. Paige is very career-focused. Even though she has always been this way, it has become more important recently. She felt as though Craig was not happy about her accomplishments at work. He wanted her to settle down in Charleston and have a family. However, this was not in the cards for her anytime soon. So she felt it was best to end the relationship and move on to focusing on herself and her career. Craig Conover recently revealed that he has a new girlfriend on Watch What Happens Live. It was later revealed that his new girlfriend was Natalie Buffett. The two have been hanging out and having a good time. Craig made sure to let people know that she was the only girl he was seeing, as he likes to date one person at a time. However, fans have been wondering how Paige feels about Craig moving on so quickly. It has been revealed. Paige isn't fazed by Craig dating. It will take someone extremely special to be able to tie her down. She's a hot commodity and people are always trying to date her. Paige is super motivated and career-focused and doesn't want to be bogged down in a relationship right now. Paige wants to have a fun summer and is doing what she wants right now. Paige does not seem to care that Craig is already in a new relationship. When they broke up, she was ready to move on with her life, and that is exactly what she did. Craig has thrown shade at Paige for acting differently during the breakup. However, Paige has made it clear that she is being authentic to herself. It seems as though Paige does not care that Craig has a new girlfriend. She does not even have the time to think about him. She has done a lot more collabs and work projects since ending the relationship. Paige needed to be single to be able to focus on herself. However, she is not putting dating to rest completely. Paige is going to do what she feels is right. However, she does not want to be tied down right now. Paige DeSorbo has always been the picture of confidence and ambition. She's made a name for herself in the world of reality television, business ventures, and social media influencing, and has earned the respect of many fans for her no-nonsense approach to life. But even the most successful people are not immune to the ups and downs of relationships. And Paige's recent breakup with Southern Charm star Craig Conover has been a topic of much conversation in the media and among fans. Paige and Craig dated for a little over 3 years, a relationship that was well documented on Southern Charm and in public. It seemed like a match made in heaven at first. Craig with his Southern charm and ambition, and Paige with her beauty, intelligence, and success. However, things eventually began to change, and fans began to notice the cracks in their relationship long before the couple officially called it quits. On the surface, everything seemed fine, but it quickly became clear that there were underlying issues, primarily stemming from their very different goals and priorities. The breakdown of Paige and Craig's relationship was not sudden, though it did feel like it happened rather quickly for fans. Paige, who has always been focused on her career, felt that Craig's desires for their future weren't aligned with her own. While Craig wanted her to settle down in Charleston, build a family, and live a more traditional life, Paige wasn't ready for that. In fact, she had been growing increasingly aware that Craig wasn't as supportive of her career achievements as she had hoped. It wasn't that Craig didn't support her. It was more that he had a different vision of life, one where Paige would put her career on hold to take care of a family. Paige, on the other hand, had no interest in slowing down her momentum. She wanted to continue building her career, which was more important to her than anything else at the time. This mismatch of life goals and priorities was what ultimately led Paige to decide that it was best to end the relationship. The breakup wasn't dramatic. In fact, both Paige and Craig seemed to have handled it with relative maturity. Paige wasn't devastated or heartbroken, even though breaking up with someone she had spent so much time with must have been difficult. But she knew she needed to focus on herself, her career, and her own personal growth.